So going back, you remember that exercise of breathing the syllable ah, which I mentioned. Let's practice that together just a moment, maybe 4 or 5 breaths, and then we're going to take the next steps from there. Okay, so again, sit in any comfortable way. I may not have always mentioned through all of the video instruction in this course that I'm sitting on the cushion, but just as with Zazen, you can sit in a chair however you need to sit to suit your circumstances. I talked about this in the first section, right? So the same goes for here, but right now I will continue to sit in Zazen posture. And inhaling, at least I like to inhale to the belly. If I'm not really proficient with that method of Tanda and Soku, we're not going to worry about that right now, but at least when you inhale, inhale deeply to your core. And then when it's time to exhale, we open the mouth. Exhaling the mantric syllable ah, without voice, silently. Of course, the vision remains spread out. And then we inhale. Let the breath drop down, relax, exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Long or short, doesn't matter. Let's do one more. This time, let's try to go a little longer, okay? Inhale deeply. And that's still not terribly long, but if you're able to go that long, that's fantastic as a beginner using this method. What is the experience that you have or had when you were breathing that syllable with the vision spread out? Did you notice, again, that kind of natural clarity coming out? Again, the eyes spread out should help to produce that alone. But when we breathe this syllable ah, even silently, and especially at the end of the exhalation, as the breath starts to end and before it turns to inhalation, you may notice even more strongly that you have that experience of kind of a natural clarity. Now, part of that is just because we're exhaling, okay? At the end of a long exhalation, just like when we do the breath counting in Zazen, 1. You naturally should start to experience that, but part of it also is that the syllable itself has a particular effect. So ah, the mantric syllable ah, has the effect of expansive clarity, openness, kind of a feeling of, I guess clarity is what I want to say, expansive clarity. Clearness, free, a feeling of not being tight and constricted at all. You will find just from the sound itself that the sort of gross thought activity starts to still. It's just the way it is. It's energizing in that way, clarifying in that way. Now we have other mantric sounds we use, like, for example, o or u. Sounds like that, o and u sounds, have a different effect, which is more grounding and strengthening and so on. We'll get more into this in a moment. But let's take the jump now to really explore the effects of these different mantric sounds. We're going to do the same exercise of breathing the syllable ah. This time we're going to voice it. So this is what might be called Ah-sokukan. The ah breath meditation. I'm not teaching a formal Ah-sokukan. That's a practice also from another tradition. But right now, we're just going to chant this syllable, Ah. And when we do it, now here's the thing. I want you, as much as you can, to try not to make the sound here in the top of your throat or in your mouth, centered on the palate, such that you're trying to make the sound go up and out. No. See if you can make the sound, just as when we breathe the syllable Ah, silently, here in the lower throat. Do you remember I said that? Which means I want you to see if you can try to make the sound go this way. If you're breathing deeply to your belly, again using the belly breathing, or if you are confident enough to start to use the Tanden Soku body method, where you're holding the power in the hara, the belly, as you exhale without collapsing, see if you can start to feel that the sound is vibrating this way. It's resonating the body cavities. You might start to feel that the whole body is vibrating with the sound. The sound is going down into the earth rather than up and out, as if you were singing to a crowded hall or something like that. That's the way we use chanting. We want to vibrate our own bodies with the sound. So let's try it. I don't know how to describe it other than that, but you've had enough instruction from me in how to breathe now. At least, like I said, be a belly breather. Let's see if we can voice this mantric syllable Ah with an extended exhalation and feel that it's vibrating in our own bodies. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, let's try it together. So again, inhale and doesn't need to be long. Inhale again. Vision spread out. I can feel the vibration here differently than if I were to voice it higher in the throat, or as I said, on the palate. It would be something like this. Ah, even the tone might go up, right? Ah, now I feel the vibration of the palate. But if I relax and let the vibration come down into the throat and drop, it has more this kind of sound and feeling. Chanting a simple syllable like that is a practice we use as an entry into the study of this subject, the mantric sound, vibration, resonance, and eventually into the kind of chanting we use in ceremonies to help people. So you can chant this Ah like this as a way to work on the Tanden Soku too, integrate that body usage. Chant it for 5-10 minutes a day as a meditation, keeping your vision spread out. It's a wonderful, wonderful practice. Another tool for your toolbox, right?